Hello, today we're going to do chapter 4 of A Little to the Left, a little bit of a speed run, and doing all of the different possibilities for answers. All right, so in the very first puzzle, this one's actually not too bad. You're just going to spin this around and find the pieces that fit in the spots. Like that one goes there, this one goes here. And just spin until you find all of them. Goes there. I find it's easier to find like a piece and then match that, but each person might have their own different style. Like when it gets to like the fewer ones, it's a little easier to pinpoint which one is which. There we go. And if you think it's like a little too tall, it does like wrap around technically, so you might have the right piece and just not realize. All right, next puzzle. Okay, so for this one, all you're doing is you're cleaning up these paw prints. There are some hidden under the newspapers. You have to wipe them around here and the edges. And then there's some underneath. And that's it. You don't have to clean the coffee, thankfully. For this one, you are getting rid of the leaves that are loose. And you should be able to move all of these leaves out of the way. Just move all the leaves because you're trying to clean up all of these little footprints. It doesn't matter where the leaves end up exactly. Oh, I clicked out of the game. For this one, the cat's going to try to just steal your rag, and your goal is to try to keep it clean each time they do it without giving them the rag. Hey, give it back. And they're just going to keep going for a little while. And you're just going to clean up each paw print after they leave it. And eventually it will be done. Next one. Alright, for this one, you might have seen one of these on one of the daily tidies. All you're doing is you're getting the leaves to be even on both sides of this picture, basically. So, this one, and you're just plucking the ones that don't belong. There we go. And now you just look on both sides. Work your way up, and like I typically work my way up from the bottom and go, okay, which one's matching, which one's not. If you make a mistake, it will regrow and you'll just get a chance to redo it. All right, this one has 3 different possibilities. The first one is that you probably would have gotten is gradient of color. So you're going from red, darkest red, to lightest, and then it's going to shift to yellow, and then to green, I think is the way that it goes. Yeah, like this. This is the easy one. Okay, I'm going to redo this one because there are 3. All right, so the next one that's probably the hardest one is you're aligning the dots. So, for example, this one or this one? I think it's this one on the edge. No, it's this one on the edge. Okay. And then one of these lines up. Which one is it? There we go. You see how these holes line up? That's what you're going to do across the whole thing. And I will show you where the leaves go, but it does take a minute. There's that one goes next, and then... So see how I found one here? It's good, but I want to find the other one. I remember the first couple. Okay, we found this one, then this one. And then just keep spotting them. Just rotate through them like this until you find one. Oh, we found it. Is that one correct? I don't know if that one's correct. That one's better. Okay. It was close, but not quite right. One of these wrong? This one might be wrong. That one's better. Okay. So whenever you find some, you're incorrect. Here's that. Just rotate through until you get all of them. It's much easier. Is that correct? Yeah, I think so. Then it's gonna be this one. This one, it does work. Okay. And like so, we just happen to have them line up there at the end. Okay, there is one more. This is the one that took me probably the longest to figure out. The other one took a long time, but this one is the one that took me the longest. And it's the number of ridges. So you go from most or least so from most to least or least to most, whatever you prefer. But the ridges on the outside of the leaves is what we're looking at here. This one has the least. This one goes here. And that one. That one. That one. You can count them. I'm just kind of eyeballing it. There we go. So, most ridges to least ridges. Okay. Next puzzle. This one takes a minute to figure out, but once you see it, it's hard to unsee it from there. You're like, I can just move all these around, but none of them like do anything that I can tell until you see this. Look how perfectly they fit. The leaves intermingle. And that's basically what we're gonna do. Is we're gonna intermingle our leaves until they fit perfectly like that. And that's the trick to that one. Okay, this one has 3 different puzzles as well. The easiest one is the colors touching. So say we start here with the black, because there's no other black, right? And it goes into this dark blue. And then it goes into the orange, which goes into the green, which goes into yellow, blue, pink. Okay. The next one is the gems fitting together. That's another pretty decent one. So you see how this is the same pattern in between? That's what I mean by that. And then this one matches, and then this one matches this edge here. So that's how that puzzle fits together. So if you look, the edges match. The indents, I guess. If they were to squish together, they would fit together perfectly. I kind of wish that they allowed us to put them together like that, but they don't. This last one was the one that took me the longest to figure out. It's the number of faces that you can count. So this one has 3. 1, 2, 3 faces. This one has 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, and this one has 8. Like that. So that's all of those. All right. For this one, this is one that you might have seen on a daily tidy as well. The overall goal, these feel like to a lot of people that they don't have any rhyme or reason, and it's because you can kind of do it however you want. This is not the exact perfect location. You can put it there, you can put it here, you can put it down here, as long as you have them exactly across from each other. And you match everything exactly across. This one is the only one, so therefore it's in the middle. Leave my stuff alone, kitty. See how it perfectly fits like that? When you pull it together, it's like, oh, that's correct. This one's by itself, so it goes in the center. There's usually 1 to 3 things that go in the center. You find those and you place everything else exactly opposite and you will get it right every time. It does not exactly matter where you place it. I can place it there. That's perfectly fine. I can place this one here if I want to. There's no rhyme or reason specifically that you have to follow besides the cat's not going to leave you alone. I mean, that will just happen. We'll put the claw at the top here. We'll make this here. There we go. Stop touching my stuff. So for this one, the cat's just going to mess with some stuff and you're going to need to work around it. And I'm going to just, this one also goes in the middle. You do want things to not touch, specifically not touch. So I'm going to just adjust some stuff like that. And then, so this one, it's very close to being finished. It's figuring out what thing you need to touch exactly to get it to fix itself like that. You can match mine if you want to, but logically you could put this claw down here as long as both are down there. It doesn't matter. Okay, for this one. This one looks like overwhelming and it will take me a minute. Basically, it's like the trimming one that we did earlier. You're trimming to figure out which leaves are extra and which ones don't match. So you can work your way in or work your way out. It doesn't matter. Say, oh, leaf here, leaf here, leaf here, leaf here, leaf, leaf. This one's an extra. We're going to trim it. Okay, work our way back out. There's no middle one here. We're going to trim that. Okay, got those. There's none of this. This one's here. This one's here. None of this. Great, we have this. We have this. All right, these are matching. Great, this is matching. This curly Q's matching, and it goes to this one, but it doesn't have a big one. Okay, those all match. Now for the outer one here. Matching, 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 matching. And I'm matching it over to this one, right? Okay, then this one is, there's only one. So we're gonna trim that one. That matches, great. Okay, over here, matches, matches. It's gonna be the outside one that we're gonna trim, like that. And now it's good, the cat's gonna mess with it. And that one's finished. Okay. This one's not too bad to do. Most people are going to get it to something like this. They're going to go, okay, I see the matching components, but there's only 2 of them. All right, here's a rock, here's a rock. Now what do I do with these things? If you notice, each of these rocks has a different like pattern. Put the object that matches most similarly underneath, like so. And you'll get it. All right, this one's another one that's one of those mimic puzzles. They look more challenging than they actually are. This one's a center one. Put this here. Just move everything else out of the way until you are ready to place it. Look for those middle ones that don't match anything. Usually they're the most like symmetrical, actually. Almost always. I don't think there's another one of these either. Okay, put that there and then just work your way out. Doesn't matter what you place next. Really doesn't matter. All right, I think this one also needs to go in here in the center. So I may have to work some stuff down and back out. There we go. There we go. Make sure everything moves just a hair. Good. We'll place that. Sometimes if there's other things that are close to it that you're placing on top of it, it will get a little confused. So keep that in mind. All right, we've got a leaf here. Place this leaf here. And we'll just place that like so. So yeah, again, just even on either side, and that's all you need to do. Way easier than it actually appears. All right, so for this one, I want to say there's a couple answers for this one. This one, my brain just went brrr. I did it earlier today and I'm forgetful. That's okay. There's a pattern to this. I may have to like reference my notes. I usually take some copious notes. I might pull them up just so that I have them for people when I do these, like when I have planned them. I'll just pull my notes up real fast so I don't waste everybody's time on a quick video. Okay, there's two solutions to this. All right. Okay, this one is where this one's in the center. This one's all four. Put that one in the center. And then the two color rocks go on the edges. And these go in the center. But you have to get it into the right order. Let me see. This one would go here. This one would go here. Like so. And so that every rock is adjacent to the one that have the same color in it. So we've got orange and green, so we've got orange and green. We've got orange, purple, or pink rather, and green, pink and green. This one's got pink and black, so pink and black. This one's got peach and black, peach and black. Okay, that's one of them. The other one, this one's gonna again go in the center, and then on the outside, it's kind of the same idea, but the outside is gonna have the flat colors, and on the inside is going to be the ones that are matching. So this is gonna go here instead. So basically, this one's the orange and green, so it goes in between the orange and green. So that's how that one goes. Okay, next puzzle. It's so funny how many times I do these and then still forget some of them, so don't feel too bad if you forget your puzzles that you've done, even if you've successfully done them before. All right, so for this one, there are 3 edges that fit perfectly in the corners. I recommend finding them first. Don't get confused by the shadow in this box. You're not placing it here. It does go to the corner. So then we're gonna find, I just happen to know this goes here. This is the weird corner, so that's what you're gonna find for that corner. And then, where is the corner? Here it is. All right, and from there, you're just gonna work your way, finding the pieces that fit the edges best. All right, so. But I'm not 100% sure. I'm not feeling that one. We'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. This one's not right. I was like, something's incorrect here. Something's incorrect here. They don't seem like they fit perfectly. They don't. That's basically the answer to that. Here we go. And the last one. Okay. Next puzzle. All right, this one, again, it looks more complex than it is. This one's probably one of the harder ones, I'll be honest. But it's, again, an either side type thing. If you notice, this clover and this clover are exactly the same, just opposites. That's what you're doing. Finding the ones that are unique is probably the hardest part of this particular challenge. So that's what's going to probably take you a hot second. I think this is the 4-leaf clover is the only one that goes in the center, if I remember right, but I could be misremembering. So Let's see. Just gonna place a couple of these and see how we like them. I like this one better. It just feels right. So we're just gonna make a little pile. These go together. Kind of wanted, we'll place it like this. Let's place that there. What are we missing? We're missing, I'll just make a pile in the center. This one is gonna go over here. Let's just place some. This is gonna go here. This is gonna go here. So it doesn't have a spot. So place it, say there. And this one's gonna go over here somewhere. Oh, this is the wrong one. That one's not matching. Hold everything. Hold on. This one, where's the matching? Right there. Okay. See how I just have that one in the center and the rest, it doesn't matter. As long as it's even, it doesn't matter. Name of the game for that one. This one people might have seen on a daily tidy as well. So you're gonna rotate the back around, gonna grab it and rotate until you find different components of the snowflake. There's 3 snowflakes and each has 3 pieces that you're gonna find. A top, a middle, and a center. Like a middle of the middle? I don't know. The center and then these outside part. Okay. So this one matches. You're gonna scroll in until it has the right size, and then you get kind of close and it'll fill itself. All right, we're looking for that center one now. Is that the right one? Yeah. So if you notice, this has like rounded edges, not this flat. They do get tricky like that sometimes, but that one's correct. So I tend to scroll all the way out until I notice something that has like a similar shape, and then I zoom in. Ah, see, this one's tricking. It's the middle. See how it's tricking? Yeah, they do that. They do that. And this one's the exact same style as you would do to solve the ones for the daily tidies. So same concept. Hold on, I think this one's a tricky one. Yeah, I think it's giving us extra. Look at that. Hiding. So if it could hide into the other components, it can be any shape. And that can be very confusing to spot it. Because you're looking for just that like leftover spot, but really it could be slightly off from that. So be aware of that. All right. Where is this piece? Hiding is what it's doing. Here it is. And then we have one more snowflake after this to slot. I find the later ones are harder because, not because the last one's easy to find the pieces, like you know they're going to match because that's all that's left, but like you're skating around this whole little ice thing, trying to spot where they are sometimes. Okay. Skate, 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 skate. Where are ya? There you are. As long as you get sort of close to it at the right size, it'll pop into place. All right, we've got that one. And this one is another one that you'll see on a lot of daily tidies. Today's daily tidy, actually, that I'm recording this on, is this one. All right, you're just gonna go directly across. This one's a nice easy one because it's in the center. So you're gonna find the color that matches, do it directly across. If you're colorblind, this is very challenging, and I'm so sorry. Because like that green and that green, they can be very difficult to tell the different colors to someone who's not colorblind. So I apologize in advance to anyone suffering in that way. when you're going across, okay, so here's this one. Use the little dots as a reference point to place your pieces. And then you're gonna see when you're done, you're gonna get this golden one. It just goes in the center. Hopefully you're not arachnophobic, and you go. And that is the end of the chapter. Thanks for joining me on these chapter 4. See you guys for chapter 5 later. Bye guys.